But then I flipped it, and here's the 5 steps that I took. Let me tell you how I flipped the worst interview experience of my life into something really good. So I was 17 and all my friends were getting jobs at the local supermarket, and I was like, no, that's not for me. And then I heard that 2 girls in my school had got an interview at a clothing shop, and I thought, yeah, that could be quite cool. So I went along to the clothing shop and I applied and I got an interview. I got nicely dressed up, obviously, it's a clothes shop, and I went, and it was going absolutely fine until this one question. I got asked this question and I answered it fairly confidently with what I thought they were looking for. And then he asked it again and I thought, perhaps I missed something out. So I thought again and I gave another answer. And then he seemed to want something more and I couldn't work out what that more thing was that he wanted. And so my brain froze and I just did not know what to say and ended up just saying that I don't know what you're asking me for. And I felt like, wow, this was not good. Ground swallow me up, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I'm never coming to an interview again. I'm never going to get a job. I'm 17 and I will be jobless for life. But then I flipped it. And here's the 5 steps that I took. Number 1, I acknowledged my emotions. I acknowledged that I felt a bit down and it was okay to feel disappointed. And so 2, I talked to someone about it and I told them how I was feeling about what was going on. And that person in this case was my dad. So I have to give credit to the fact that number 3, 4 and 5 kind of came from that conversation. So number 3, I took note of the question that I got stuck on and what the answer was that he was looking for. I printed out my CV and practiced some questions with my dad again. And I went back out and a week later, I had an interview that led me to my first job, which was at Toys R Us. And that was so much more me than a clothes shop. So that's how I flipped my worst interview into something positive.